Hello everyone. So today we are going to work on this saturation slider and the value slider. So here you see this is the value slider. If I bring this to bottom, it becomes black. If I move it up, it becomes whatever the color. And this is saturation. If I bring it down, it becomes white for any color. Otherwise it goes to the edge. So as I change the color here, you can see the saturation value also change. In the center means saturation 0, in the edge means saturation 1. And also you may notice these colors represented in the bar also change as I change the color in the wheel. So this is what we are going to work on today. Hello everyone. So this is what we have worked on at the moment. We can select the colors and it applies to the character. But we still haven't implemented the value bar and the saturation bar, which usually we have. Let me show you. If I go here, these two, this is value, so it can range. For example, here let's say I select pink, and if I reduce the value bar, it becomes from whatever the selected value to black. And here whatever the selected value to white. So that's what happens here, right? And that's exactly what I want to implement here also. Also you may notice when I increase the saturation, this selected area goes to the edge, and value, nothing like that happens, it just changes the color. Alright, now we need 2 more sliders. So size box, I'll make this a little smaller so that we will have enough space for the sliders. Right. Perhaps I can reduce the size of these two. Okay, now under this horizontal box, no, let me wrap this size box with another horizontal box so that we can add sliders to the right. Right, now let's add a slider. Right, and add it here after the size box of the wheel. Okay, now it's here. Now the orientation of this should be vertical, so like this. So here we can increase the bar thickness. That's too much, 20. This would work, but I think we need some padding, so 20. Maybe we don't need a vertical padding, that means from top and from bottom, so like this. Okay, now I'll consider this as slider value. Okay, now this should have a gradient. top should be white, bottom should be black. So let me put this material also here, so everything is in one place, and I'll create another material, M slider, and this one also I'll change the domain to user interface, final color. I'll get text code, texture coordinate, and mask, component mask, and get G value, connect here. So now you see from top it's black, bottom it's white. So if I do a 1 minus, it becomes like this. Also, if I add a multiplier and promote this to a vector parameter, I'll call it color, and if I make it some color like this, now you see it's changing from whatever that value to black. Well, I think for the saturation we need to have some other value that is changing from the selected color to white in the bottom. So therefore I'll make this as, name this as color top, and another one color, this one color bottom. So I'll change this one in the top, I'll keep the same color, and if I make this white, and instead of this multiply, I'll have a lerp in between these two colors. Now this is what we get. Okay, so now for to be used for the value slider, top should be white as I said. So this 1 1 1 and 1. Bottom should be black like this, and apply. Wait, when I do it like that, so actually top color becomes bottom color. So here I don't think I need 1 minus x. So now wait, this is the color. Sorry for making it confusing. Okay, now we can use this slider for this value slider. We can, alright, so this became horizontal because I think it's because we changed this orientation to vertical. So instead of using G, we should use R. Now top is black. Okay, so that means we do need 1 minus after all. And engine crashed. Okay, I redid that part. Now this is how it looks. So I'll assign the same material for both hovered, normal, disabled, yeah, for all basically. And this handle should be a bit, where can I set the handle? can set the bar thickness here. Normal thumb. Yeah, that's what. I'll keep it 30. Okay, now maybe 20 is a bit too much. For the padding we might not have enough space. Seems fine. Okay, now this is slider value, and then I need slider color convention underscores. Okay, now this one is color, not color, saturation. Right, now in the saturation, top should be whatever the color picked here, and the bottom should be completely white. So for that we can use another instance. Create a material instance, m slider saturation. So top should be whatever the color, bottom should be white. So top, just to see it clearly, I'll make it red, but that should not be the color, the default color. And I'll assign that here to the saturation. Right. Okay, now let's play and see if the sliders are working. It does. So we have a small issue. When I click here, the slider becomes small. Actually, that's because normal thumb is only 30. Hovered and disabled thumb has a different size. Well, only hover is the one that matters. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, maybe I should make it less thick. So two, so we can clearly see what's the point we are focusing on. Alright, now these are not affecting the selected color anyway. Let's get into that now. So here, when we set the color, we can get the slider value and get value. This should be changing from 0 to 1. So we can do this, RGB to HSV, and here HSV to RGB. So I can connect this color, and H we don't need to change. Hue, saturation should be coming from this, and the value should be coming from this. So for now, let me just get value and get value of both. and value should be coming from here. Saturation should be coming from here. Now a problem would be let's focus on the value part only for now. So now this is, oh sorry, I forgot to connect this value. We should connect both. Now it's black because this slider is black at 0. If I move it like this, now it does have a color. But updating this bar does not make any change because I didn't connect any event on the value change of that slider. So here on value changed. In that case also we need to connect pick color. Right, no, see, it's working. One more thing, if I have selected red, then in the top it should be red, same as here for both. If I have selected red, top should be red, bottom should be white here, bottom should be black here. So for that we can do this. Over here, we can get slider value and get the styles. Get style, and if I split this and break, okay, here I need to access normal bar image, hovered bar image. Disable also, maybe not, but I'll access it anyway. And then we can set vector. Oh, we need to get the material. Get dynamic material. We need to update with this, with the hue value. So get the dynamic material and let me collapse this to a function so it should be simpler. Collapse to function, I'll call it update slider colors. Right, now get dynamic material for all these 3 instances. And then set vector parameter value, and the parameter value is color here for all 3. We can do HSV, right, H should go here, saturation is 1, value is 1. Now this should work. Let's see. Why isn't this working? Oh, yeah, I didn't do that. I have to do the same thing for the slider value and saturation value. Alright, now the colors of the bars should be updated. Great. Now we need to connect saturation, because this one and the value bar is working. So the value bar should be updated as I change. The value bar value should be updated, not the value bar, saturation bar. If I have selected some color in the edge, saturation should be here 1. If I have selected some color in here, it should be 0. So as this one update here, this should be updated, and if I am making any updates here, this should be updated automatically. So for that, on value change, this is for slider and this is for color wheel. For the color wheel, I'll add another function, update slide from color wheel. Now from the color wheel we can get value. So this is the 2D vector that represent the value of this selected point, and this value should map here, means it should be in the center, and here means it should be in an edge. So what we need to do is calculate the distance from center to the selected point. For that, we can calculate the distance from point 5 to the selected point. This should be similar to the value of saturation slider. So set value. It's not changing. Oh, I didn't connect it. Here. Update slider from color wheel. Check now. See? Oh, we have to multiply it by 2. Yeah. Because the maximum value we get here is 0.5. So multiply by 2 and clamp just to be safe between 0 and 1, but I don't think this value would have any value higher than other than this range. See, now the slider is updated. And this one. Okay, and we have to do this. As I update this should go from here to here. Now for that, I'll create another function, update color wheel from slide. So here, get the slider saturation, get value, and then this value should be the distance from the center. So that means we can get the color wheel and get value, which is a 2D vector, and then we can get the unit direction vector from center. So if I subtract 0.5 by 0.5 from here and then normalize this and then multiply it with this value, okay, wait, no, this is vector 2D, multiply, okay, should work. Now this is the updated point that represent considering the middle point of the wheel as the origin. One more thing, we need to divide this by 2 because 0.5 is the maximum length we can have. Now if I add 0.5, or not multiply, add 0.5 to this value and set value of the color wheel with this value, it should update. But I did, let's see if I'm correct, I'm not 100% sure. We didn't connect it. On value changed, this one, on value changed for saturation. So update color wheel from slider and then connect. Our calculation is wrong. Oh, sorry. This should be plus 0.5. But still I'm not 100% sure. Ah yeah, it's working. See? Wait, why not anymore? Okay, when it is in the middle, it's no longer updated. Because this, right, now I don't need this for debugging, because the value becomes this value becomes 0 0. So we can prevent that if I prevent this value becoming 0. But how? No, this value. I should prevent this value becoming 1. So I'll plan this between 0 and 0.9999. Oh. Can I have one more? I can, okay. Now let's see. No. We should prevent this becoming 0, not 1. So here 0.001. No. If I use 0.001, it works. It doesn't get stuck at here, see. Now it works correctly. Alright. Now both sliders are working. So by setting the default value of the value bar to 1, it will not always be black when we get started. Like this. So yeah, now we have working both saturation and value sliders. I think we can stop this episode at this point for today. So thanks for watching. As always, updated project files will be available for the download in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And if you would like to support my work, you can get the membership of Patreon Club. See you in another episode. Goodbye.